Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I had a question this weekend on what an AVA was, so I decided to let's focus on AVAs for this week. So, first, an AVA is an American viticultural area. It is for grape growing only. It is designated federally as a region that has a specific climate and geography, kind of consistent throughout the whole area, so that your grapes um, grown in this area are supposed to have similar attributes and flavors that set them apart from any other AVA around. Um, so the very first American viticultural area in the U.S. was actually approved in 1980. Probably not what you think. It's actually the Augusta AVA in Missouri. Napa Valley AVA came just a few months after in 1981. That's the big one that most people know. But there are now currently almost 250 AVAs in the U.S. And when we look locally, Idaho actually has 3 of AVAs, although only one of them is actually fully held within the state borders of Idaho. The other 2 are shared. One, the Lewis and Clark Valley AVA, where Jovania Cellars is at, is shared with Washington. So there's 2 states in that AVA. The other AVA, the Snake River Valley, is actually shared with Oregon and Idaho. So 2 of Idaho's 3 AVAs actually cross state borders. So that's another thing with AVAs is that it doesn't necessarily have to be a county line, a state line. What it is a particular geography. And again, that geography helps create specific flavors in wine. Why is this important? This is for multiple reasons. Um, some AVAs are very world renowned, the Napa Valley, the Willamette Valley. And so people recognize that name, and so it helps them when they're shopping. Um, but it's also part of the way that on wine labels that consumers can start to be educated on what they're getting. So when you see an AVA on the bottle, you know that there's at least 85% of the grapes in that bottle are produced in that AVA. So they're grown in the AVA. They also have to be finished within the AVA. So that winery has to be located within the AVA bounds as well to list that AVA designation. So that helps consumers that know the terroir. Terroir is all of the factors that contribute to grapes, the soil, the weather, the way it's handled, cultural aspects absolutely tie into flavors as well. So knowing that gives the consumer an idea of what they're buying. If they can't taste it, it gives them an idea of maybe what flavors will be present. With a lot of basalt rocks around us, a lot of the Lewis and Clark Valley AVA wines have kind of a minerally stony component. Um, I've had a good friend, describe it as kind of wet basalt. If you can think of that smell and that flavor, I think he wrapped it up well with that. Um, so there are not currently any AVAs that I know of pending in Idaho. Um, the Lewis and Clark Valley AVA was approved in 2016, so we're still a baby. There are a few AVAs being pending in Oregon and Washington. There's actually one pending in Hawaii, which would be Hawaii's first AVA, which would be kind of exciting. Um, Looks like there's some Chenin Blanc, some Malbec grown there, but an AVA in Hawaii could be quite fun. Could spark a whole wine industry in that state. Um, but an AVA is important because it tells the consumer a little bit of what to expect in that bottle and why the location of these vineyards is unique in many ways so that those flavors can only be found in that AVA. Hope that helps. Bye.